Notebooks out there.
Thank you. Well, so as you can see, my great innovation is going to be about clothes and health. As you can see there, it says clothes got me sick, but they didn't. They didn't get me sick. I thought that'd be cool. So, yeah. So basically, everybody loves clothes. As you can see, nobody here is naked, so we all love clothes, and we all have our different tastes and fashions that we like to express ourselves in. And I just decided to put clothes in different languages because I just thought that would be interesting. And on the background, it's just a bunch of clothes and like rainbow kind of fashion thing. So everybody loves clothes, and it matters to us how we present ourselves to other people and how we feel that day or any day or all the time. So basically, clothing, it brings perspective and impression. We know that when we look at someone, we tend to judge them by their clothing. We tend to judge them by how they look like. And it also gives a perspective how we think that person should be like, or what we think they're like, or how they present themselves. And impression can be on how you wear clothes officially. It could be casual, it could be not caring, it could be anything really. So, here it says, as you can read there, it says, now, don't panic, but I'd like you to take off all your clothes so we can burn them. So, there it's kind of saying that clothes can be something that you hate. You might have clothes that you might not like as someone else. Like sometimes I walk down the street and I'm wearing something, I think I look good, right? And I see someone that goes, she looks great, and I'm just like, damn, you know? I look like, she looks great, you know? And I'm just like, why can't I be like her? But then every day I'm always told that I can look good, I don't have to look at the people and compare myself, and I can have that self-confidence. But we still have this thing that itches us in the back of our heads that why can't I look like that person? So, colors can be the source of our mood. That's one thing that we express when we wear clothes. And we might not think about it as much, and we might not like consciously say like, today I just feel like green, you know? But sometimes you just wear that green shirt like I did today. So, dark colors. They tend to reflect more of a sad, depressed mood. Even when you see movies, there are scenes where when someone is sad, the color in the background seems to be more dim. Their clothes seem to be dim. And if they're happy, it's more of a brighter situation. That's the same with our clothes. We might not know it, but sometimes when you're sad, you just decide to pull out that black shirt and wear it. I'm not saying you'll always wear the black shirt when you're sad, but it happens and it affects us. And also, it's not that it will only be on that day when you feel sad. Sometimes over time, when you wear those dark clothes, they might start feeding in on you and reflecting on you, where you keep that depression because of the clothes you wear. Not because you were first depressed, but because you keep constantly wearing that type of clothing, that makes you that type of person. So if you decide to wear bright clothes, you might be a very constantly happy, cheerful, outgoing person. And that affects our mental health, our mental ability to be around people, to think, to be positive, and to be all these things, we need to be able to be positive inside first before we can help things like the public health that we have been discussing in class. So, as I was talking about colors, they can affect, as you can see, this girl here, she seems more to be in a sad mood, and the colors that are reflected or that you can see out of the picture are more of the darker colors. Compared to the guy who's smiling, he's happy, his sweatshirt is more of a lighter blue. In the background, with more of a brighter surface onto it. So the colors on our clothes do matter. Okay, so this is another perspective. Like before I said that we might feel bad because someone else looks great, but also not that. Just knowing maybe I can't afford those kind of clothes brings something that is terrible to me. It might make me depressed. I might look and like Dolce & Gabbana like through the window and be like, damn, that shirt looks so good. If I wore it, I know I'd look so sexy, but I can't wear it. I don't get the money for that, right? So that can bring me down. Clothes can bring me down because I can't afford it. I think I won't look good unless I have that. And that's a lot of things that come with problems with things like brands. There's this specific perspective on today's world and how someone should look like, or the ideal image of a human being, especially in our age, in us young people. We think that we have to look a certain way to feel good, you know? You know that when you get out of the house and you're wearing good clothes, you feel good. You carry yourself higher. You feel confident, don't you? So when you wear these clothes that are advertised and you see other people wearing them or celebrities, you feel good about yourself. Your mental health is a lot more positive and you feel better. But it doesn't, you don't have to wear those clothes to feel better. And that's one thing we have to learn, not just on the color basis, but also on the type of clothes we wear. We don't have to wear those, all those advertised more expensive things to feel better about ourselves, to have a better mental capability or a better way, conscious of the way we look. So here, a way that we could try to at least fix these things is being creative. I have a lot of clothes in my closet, and, well, not a lot, but I have clothes in my closet, and sometimes I decide to maybe use something that is not for its actual use. So I might buy, let's say, a shirt, but I'm just gonna be honest about this. You guys might be like, okay, that's weird, but that shirt could be a skirt one day, and it works perfectly fine. So you can be creative with these things. You don't have to be like, that shirt, I have to go buy a skirt that would look cute like that. No, you could just, maybe that shirt works as a skirt, you know? Maybe that dress, you could fold it up and works as a shirt. It works, guys. So you don't need to just go out there and be like, I need that Dolce & Gabbana, I need a Louis Vuitton, you know, I need that Gucci. You don't have to use all these things to do it. So it's about the individual before we get to the outer society. We need to look at ourselves and think that we need this positive mentality. And what we present ourselves as, it reflects our mentality. So we need to think about that too, and not be so concerned about other things that are not as important to give us that positive mentality.
You were talking about how like darker colors are kind of more depressing, but like what if someone thinks that the darker colors look better on them than the lighter colors? Wouldn't that make them like have more confidence?
Yeah, I totally get what you mean and what you're saying. But my reference is more of like when you're on a day you could be sad or depressed, you could decide just, well, you're not saying I'm sad today, let me wear black, but you might just bring out that black shirt and just wear it. Unconsciously, you just do it. So people think I look good in black, I'm gonna go and rock it, you know, that's fine, you can go and rock it, but sometimes you bring out those darker colors when your mood is more low, it's down, because it's something that's kind of ingrained in our brains. It's something that we just go by, not being, you know, just doing this like, because I know today it's a sad day, I'm gonna wear black. Yeah.
So do you think, you know, I know there used to be a movement back in my day of the goth people, you know, the goth, y'all know goth, right?
Yeah.
So they wore the, you know, all wear dark colors. Do you think there might be like a high rate of depression among those people?
Well, I'm not gonna be like picking on the goth people, but one thing I know is that a lot of people that I come in contact that way do seem to have like, let's say a little bit of a like something that has gone on in their own personal life that they tend to like express themselves that way. So there is a reason to express yourself that way. You don't just wake up in the morning and just wear goth clothes because it's awesome. So it's like,
okay.
yeah.
Thank you.